Dana White has finally announced the new main event for UFC 249. Yesterday, he responded to a fake Ariel Helwani Twitter account saying that Khabib was out and that he would announce the entire card tomorrow. Moments ago, the real Ariel Helwani tweeted Tony Ferguson vs Justin Gaethje for the interim lightweight title on April 18th is signed, per Dana White. Location still to be determined. Fight will headline UFC 249. As reported last night, they've zeroed on a location on the west coast of the US to hold this event and hope to finalize as soon as possible. So what do you guys think about this new main event? Who do you think will win, and also do you think it should be for the interim title or not? Let us know your opinions in the comments below. Tyron Woodley on Instagram Live gives his prediction on who would win between Kamaru Usman and Jorge Masvidal.
Masvidal versus, that's tough. If Usman try to stay out in the open with him, I think it's going to be a first time he get finished, probably by TKO, probably not knockout. If he executes his game plan, he gets close, get to a clinch, and if Masvidal doesn't go into second and third dimension and get very creative, Masvidal is very difficult to take down against the cage. I'm telling you, I've trained with him many years. His hips are very deceiving as far as like being able to get him down, and his ability to get back up and his conditioning and his output makes it hard to even get in. Imagine like it's like jumping into a double dutch rope. You got to find the perfect time to jump into the rope. And when he's throwing hands and he's feinting, he's level changing, he's jabbing and he's moving, and he's punching to the body and he's doing combinations and elbows and knees and kicks, it's never really a safe time to jump into the rope. So I think Usman's going to have to create and force those opportunities. If they fight the way that they should, if Usman fights the way he should, he may come away. If Masvidal fights the way he should, he may come away. But we've seen Masvidal at times when he fought like Damian Maia, he was so worried about the submission that he didn't open up. And the same thing with Wonderboy. It's very hard to figure it out, so he was close to engage. He had the same thing. It was hard for him to jump into the rope. But since then, we've seen a new... Maybe it's the hair. I talked to him yesterday. He says the hair like Samson. Maybe it's the hair and just his mindset and just something he did differently and something in his life that changed that we haven't seen that type of performance. So I think he's going to come out like he did against Diaz. I think he's going to come out like he did against Till. Askren, I think he's going to come out blazing. So if I had to bet, I probably had to go Masvidal.
Stipe Miocic in a recent interview speaks on his eye injury. He says that he's worried about the coronavirus and is not worried about fighting right now. Speaking to Ariel Helwani, he went on to say, "I'm taking my time to get back and see how it works, see how the eye feels. The doctor said you look good, take your time getting back, don't be stupid. The spots are like a fly flying by, it's weird. Right now my fight is with the coronavirus. Not worried about fighting right now. Task at hand, right now I'm worried about what's going on in the world. Once this is over with and we get back to normal life, then we'll worry about it." Kamaru Usman on his Instagram Live says that Jorge Masvidal refused to fight him on short notice at UFC 249.
So today, the news break, first thing these guys do, jump on Twitter, try to clout chase, try to get fans on their side. Oh, I'm free April 18th, you're free. No, you're not free. If you're free, call Dana White right now. They're not free. He's running his mouth because he's trying to clout chase right now. They're talking about Usman said no. Usman is saying yes right now. What's up? We can still make the fight. They don't want that fight. They don't want the fight. But guys, let me tell you guys the real reason why I wanted the fight. The real reason I wanted the fight is because, guys, this guy's so much hype. He understands. He knows he can't hold a candle to who I am, to what I can do. He knows that. This guy's all hype. He relies on the hype. He relies on all the casual fans to jump on the bandwagon. That's what he's relying on. But I knew that fight would not have people in the stands. It would be empty. So old school wrestling style, like I've been doing way back in high school. Just us in the gym. We don't need the crowd. We don't need anybody. You know why, guys? Because I want you guys to hear what I'm going to say to him in there. I want you guys to hear every blow. I want you guys to hear once I take him down, every punch, every elbow, every ground and pound strike I throw. I want you guys to hear him squeal like the pig that he is. I'm not even sure he's Cuban, guys. He could be Puerto Rican or Dominican or something. And nobody even knows. And they're not even claiming him. Not even Mexico is claiming him. Y'all seen him wearing the Mexican colors one day. The next day he's wearing this, he's wearing that. Nobody's claiming this guy. But I wanted you guys to hear him squeal like a pig, like the little bitch that he is. I wanted you guys to hear all the sounds, the weird sounds that he's gonna make once I'm elbowing, I'm slicing up his face, once I'm dropping hammers on his face. I wanted you guys to hear all that. Nobody in the stands, No fans to cheer him on so he feels like he's somebody. Nobody, just me and him. That's why I like to break guys. That's what I do to guys. I break them physically. I break them mentally. Once guys fight me, they're never the same. And that's what I wanted you guys to hear. That's why I said I would take that fight. I hadn't been training, but I'll take the fight. Because I want you guys to hear what I do to this guy inside. And now this guy's running around today. Him and his management. I'm not even sure it's him. It's his management team tweeting for him. But guess what? When you let your management team tweet for you, you condone that behavior. This guy's a fraud. He's a phony, guys. That's why I wanted to put him on blast.
France Ngannou posts some new training footage to his Instagram. Dustin Poirier, in a recent interview with Ariel Helwani, speaks on the cancellation of Khabib versus Tony. He says that he thinks he'd beat up Tony.
In the midst of what was happening yesterday, an opportunity like that, of course, I'm 100% jumping on. No disrespect to Dan Hooker, but guys like him are going to be around. You know, opportunities like that are going to be there always for the rest of my career. Fight up and coming good guys who are on the streak, fun matchups. That's always going to be around. I just want to be 100% prepared. That's all, you know. I like the fight and I'm down with the fight, but I just want to be prepared. Yeah, I think I beat up Tony, man. I really do. I think the Gaethje fight as well, I would do a rematch with him. I mean, if they call me, hey, let's go.
Okay.
I'm about to go for a run. I still haven't ate breakfast yet today. Yeah, I'm still down if they call me. They know that. I sent Dana a picture of me in the gym yesterday just to keep poking at him. But
do you respond?
I got the emoji knuckles, the world famous emoji knuckles.
Kenny Florian on the Anik Florian Podcast speaks on Jon Jones getting arrested for a DWI.
I think it's interesting. I think that it's interesting that it's happening during this time, you know, without getting too deep into things, and I'm not going to pretend that I know what situation he's in. But what is clear, I think, is that he's got a lot of demons that he just clearly isn't facing. And I think Ray kind of touched on it. You're not going to solve a problem by dealing with it for a day. And what this coronavirus self-quarantine thing is doing is it's forcing a lot of people to go inward, and you have to stay at home with your family, and you got to look at yourself and look at your surroundings. And a lot of people don't like doing that because you have to face your demons, you have to face your own issues. And I think for a guy like Jon Jones, who clearly hasn't done that at this point, it makes him feel, you know, this kind of anxiety and this uneasiness, and he's got to go out and he's got to explode or do something crazy. And I think you can only contain that for so long if you're not truly addressing the issues. And he's not, clearly. I mean, this is something that's been going on for a long time. I have a lot of, MMA fans, guys that are, my friends that aren't fighters. And I tell you what, it's 100% across the board. All those guys have basically said, I'm done. Like, I really could care less whether he fights or not. Why are we rewarding this guy with millions of dollars when he keeps screwing this up? And again, these aren't my words. These are, MMA fans, guys that are hardcore in the sport that just don't get it, and they're just done with Jon Jones, I guess, in general. And it's tough because the guy really is so dang talented, but man, he just has been plagued with a lot of internal stuff that just keeps coming up.
That's going to wrap it up for the news. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like down below and subscribe to Full Mount MMA on YouTube. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to Khabib versus Tony being canceled again. The first one's from Watchdog X, and it says Tony should absolutely refuse to fight anyone else. He deserves a title fight more than any fighter there is. The second one's from Phoenix V, and it says that's what happens when you announce the fight in 2019 and take so damn long. And the final one says the curse is so real that when the fight seems inevitable and impossible to stop, the apocalypse arrives with the sole intent to keep the curse alive. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next video, be sure to drop a comment down below on this one.
Seven.